Let's see. I think I'll just leave him alone. Come here, scientist. I need to relocate you. Come over to where this other scientist is, please. That way I remember to move your corpses. And some ammonia. We'll move the ammonia. And 2 corpses. Go there, there. If I step to there, you can't see me. Then I'm gonna say corpse, go to there. Alright, from that position, turret can see them. Alright, so as soon as they stand up and they resurrect or revive, the turret will start shooting them again. Plus there's that other guy here. 3 bodies should be enough. Won't take too long. The turret will run out of ammo, and then I can come down and take care of it. Alright, so more raw materials once we get the turret taken care of. Not too bad. Nope. Leave that alone for now. Mini flamethrower. Let's see. Well, I think that pretty well settles the plan. I think I have to take advantage of it. I've got an opportunity with a pretty good starting position in a lab that I don't know how deep it is yet. I don't usually like to unload all my vehicle stuff until I've found out how deep the lab is, because it could be a single floor. And spending a bunch of time and effort getting everything moved, just find out you're going to finish the lab in 10 minutes is a bit problematic. Either Sassaflay. What's up? I'm getting smacked around a bit by the RNG. You know, same old thing. Anything new in the past 2 months? It's amazing how many times people are asking that question. Yes, lots and lots of new things in the past 2 months. I don't remember them all. It's really hard to answer that question because people that are playing it constantly, it's just a confusing flow of constant changes, and it's really hard to think back to a particular point and remember what was in play at that particular point. So I think most of the really major stuff has just been in place for that long and has just been getting fixed for the most part. I think. I'm not a good person to ask that question of. I'm too immersed in the game and the constant changes. I don't remember the change points all that well. Let's see. So if I'm gonna relocate stuff, what time is it? 10:45 p.m. Alright, it's dark. It was taking like 4 minutes per space to move things. That's gonna give the local mushrooms a fair amount of time to do some spreading while I'm just trying to move gear downstairs, and then I'll have the same problem in reverse later. God, I hate dealing with mushrooms nearby. Let's make a separate file real quick. Just to speed things up. All of you go there. So, got all the limited current availability. Take it all or take only certain things. A lot more convenient to have it all. I'm gonna have to relocate it to the Humvee anyway, no matter what. $300 now. Screw it. Do it. It's gonna be annoying, but damn it, moved to the wrong place again. How do I keep doing that? No, this can't be right. That's... nothing in there. Where did my backpacks go? Not wearing them. Alright, what have I done? Looks like everything else, but my backpacks are missing. I think I dropped my backpacks fighting something, and then I forgot to put them back on again. I can't remember what. Somewhere in the lab here. Alright. Oh, that's right. Crap. I'm gonna get this stupid message every single time. I don't have the earplugs with me. Now I do have them. But I can't wear them because they're filthy. God dang it. This is one of the mechanics that drives me nuts. I detest this mechanic. The fact that I can't drag things without being interrupted a billion times because of nearby noises. There's no way to turn it off. You just gotta deafen yourself, literally, in order to avoid the issue. And when I'm trying to drag 300 liters of random crap, it's gonna be just interrupt, non-stop the entire way. I would love to put the earplugs in when I drag. I love obvious recommendations without people understanding the situation. The earplugs are filthy. I am not allowed to wear filthy gear. I have the squeamish trait. And so when I try to wear the earplugs that are filthy, I am not allowed to. So I don't have earplug protection right now to allow me to drag these. If I could do it, I would have done it, and I wouldn't have mentioned the problem. Oh. So either I gotta go clean up the earplugs, find my soap, make a washboard, or find my washboard, go downstairs to the water supply, clean them up, then come back, put them in, and then drag the piles. I think that's what I'm gonna be stuck doing. Earplugs, washboard, soap. Do. So much fun. Apply washboard to the earplugs. Wear the earplugs. Drop the washboard. Drag in bliss. Deafened bliss. The fact that you have to deafen yourself is just obnoxious. And I again don't have Z levels turned back on. Alright, well I definitely can't wait, so we're going to hopefully the last time I have to do this flip-flop for the evening. Alright, there you go, camera. or streaming software. Oh, did we lose? We lost connection for a bit. Oh, there's my backpacks. That's where I put them. This is one of the reasons why I hope for proximity, because I know this is what's going to have to happen when I leave this place too. I'm always happy when I can find some place to base that's near the exit. Alright, everything's in place. Yeah, keep the tequila. We're set there. Let's pop back upstairs real quick. Right after I make a hole. Alright. I think that's just the blanket that I left there. Don't need that. Our vehicle's empty, and we have mushrooms. Yeah, alright, I think we're okay. Take out earplugs. One more time through the changes. Oops. I wish I could leave Z levels on. I really do. Would be nice. Not in a lab. Not in a lab with mushrooms nearby. Most doubly especially. It's too bug slow. I can't get anything completed because the game's slow down. Can't do it. Alright, so we have got all of our gear relocated successfully. We've got a position we can use in the lab. Got some stuff done. I'll need a blindfold. Duct tape is fine. I'll need a workbench so I don't go nuts. Store. Alright, so we got the blindfold, and surprise, it's not a valid weapon for the martial arts style. That is fine. Blindfold away. Did I bring enough materials down for a bed? I did not. 4 planks. Alright, go get some planks. And do I have what I need for a workbench? Pipes and sheet metal. No problem. Alright, cool. Apparently the fire axe is not good against that. Hey, zombie dog. Come here, you. I still got cookies. Have a cookie. Good boy. Alright, one more. That's it. Cookies are all gone. No more tonight, buddy. Alright. Let's get the crowbar out this time. Didn't think it was that tough. Scrap metal, planks, nails, splintered wood. Alright, that's not as much as I thought. But it frees up some more space nearby. Yes. Alright, next up I need this stuff. Whoops! Well, that's entertaining. Oh, you bastards. No, I didn't eat the entire bucket of cookies. I ate the half dozen cookies I still had taken out of the bucket earlier. The bucket capacity is undiminished. The bucket is fine. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. So, I suspect what I'm looking at is that through that door to the north is a fungal infested area. So I can deal with this portion. It's just the critters that I worry about. Alright, back south for a minute. No. Well, fungal critters. How the hell are there dead fungal critters over here? Really? How are there dead fungal critters in here? I went through this entire room. Where did these zombies come from? I am confused as hell. Is this some bizarre Z-level issue that I just ran into? Because if I got my lab infected with fungus due to the Z-level, I'm gonna be very unhappy. And we're fungal infected. And it just doesn't stop. Can't hit the things fast enough. They keep regrowing. Yeah, I'm a little concerned here. So was this a fungal area? It was not. Oh, this is going to be so much bullshit. This is going to be an example of above ground creatures falling through a Z level down into this floor when I had Z levels turned on, and then infecting the lab. That's going to be what's going on here. No, maybe not. Is this is this where it's coming from? Nope. Door open, door open, door open. Door closed. Activate. Matchbook. This one's gonna suck. I'm gonna lose all that material I was hoping to get. He does. He... They just keep appearing. Alright, we'll just burn them to death. Alright. Activate matchbook. Close the door. And now we just hope. Alright, that's about the best I can try to do. Yeah, that's a bunch of bullcrap. That is random fungals, from what I can tell, dropping into the area from above ground. Because it weren't infected, it didn't come from the north, it didn't come from the east, and it doesn't look like it came from the west. Usually there's a portal when you have these fungal infections inside the labs. So, yeah, I'm going to use my one royal jelly, my get out of jail free card against the fungal. Actually, we're only spore dusted so far. Let's hop in the water. Does that do any? Let's not dive in with all of our gear. Let's see. We sink like a rock. Well, you can't just wash it off, apparently. I was hopeful. Still shows the spore dusted. No, I don't want to use the royal jelly if I don't have to. I'm not 100% sure the dusted is guaranteed to cause an infection. Can you wipe it off with a towel? Nope, can't wipe it off with a towel. I'm 99% sure the infection is going to happen. There's a bit of a problem. The temperature and my lack of clothing is actually too cold at 43 degrees. It's going to slow me down a bit. Well, let's see what happens. Wait 30 minutes. It's still going really, really slow. I think that's the fire causing it to go really slow right now. Down to 2 spore dusted. Maybe we'll get out of this without getting an infection. That's the fire making noise again. Down to a single spore-dusted location. Dive into the water. Come on, let's get out of this without getting infected, please. That would be nice. Yay, we survived it. Alright, so we did not get fungal infected. We just got spore dusted, so I get to keep my royal jelly. Use it another time. We've had an hour and a half go by. Let's see how the progress of the fire is doing. Alright, it's got most of this all taken care of. Did it jump up to that northern area? Nope, it did not. Didn't quite get it all. Nope. How about this room? Really? How the hell did this not burn when I set fire to 2 spaces down here? Yeah, so irritating. Oh, never mind. It just didn't update because of the night vision. Gonna say, that would have been bogus. Alright, so we're clear here. Weird old night vision rules. Ah, still got 1 space there. And is the turret still up? Turret's still up. I think it's just about all cleared out there. We just got a couple of minor patches. Alright, let's go get our gear back on. Alright, gears on. Fire's finishing up there. Need to reburn. Oh, maybe I don't need to reburn. Just is not updating right. Burn that, please. Alright, up here I need to turn the flash. So, I can't super safely. I could do it. I could scuttle across the gap and avoid getting shot, but I'm pretty confident with no blocking or anything that this area is clear as soon as that fire's done. Whether it's spread further or I keep having the nonsense, I don't know. But there you go. That's a demonstration of how to get rid of fungal, hopefully, in a lab. It is perfectly safe to set the lab on fire. The doors and the walls will block the spread of the fire. So just seal the doors and open doors if necessary to areas you want to make sure the fire spreads into. And light it up. Get rid of it. So it's pretty important to know how to deal with it. Don't freak out when you get spore dusted. Doesn't mean you're guaranteed going to get the fungal infection, so do what I did if you have the option. I had a get out of jail emergency with the royal jelly here that was going to cure the infection. That's why as soon as I got the first dusting and the symbol appeared on me, I immediately went after all the fungal I could find so that I could get it all done. Then, if necessary, use my royal jelly to get myself out of danger. So hopefully that'll take care of that. But yeah, I am 99% sure that was more Z-level nonsense. I had Z-levels turned on while I was hauling items down the stairs to the area here, and while I had it on, the game dropped from above ground through the Z-levels down into the lab, and then started infecting the area. Because there were no portals nearby, which is how those fungal areas usually start. But we'll see. Oh yeah, it probably would make the place pretty warm. Don't disagree there. Alright. I was looking into setting up a bed in the workbench. I brought back some components. The workbench, I just need small metal sheets. Those are no problem, but it takes 2 hours to craft it. And the bed... Excuse me? What did I type in? No. Oh, wrong section. Not bed. Makeshift bed. 45 minutes. So now I got to figure out where I want to place things. It's the other reason why I was chopping this stuff up, is to give me another space that I can work within to organize my stuff. This isn't the only. That can't be the only light, because I've got a light out here too. Do I have all the gear, all the stuff sitting under the, or where the light is? Oh great! I already broke something. Brandy. My brandy got broken. Well, that's lovely. So much for my brandy. I'm gonna guess that's where the light is sitting, right where the brandy spill is. I can't figure out where the light's coming from otherwise. That could be a minor problem. So let's, I think I'll set up this direction. I'll finish tearing this stuff out, and I'll set up like the fire and the fire source and such, and we'll set up a workbench somewhere. We'll get all that done. Let's go grab, what did I need? Small sheet metal, I think. Sheet metal. Oh, that's right. Good point. It is flashlight on. My bad. I don't have light here. That's why I was confused. Alright. I only need the tiny sliver of light. As long as I can stand in a location and be lit up and get my work done, that's all I need. So that's fine. Let's move the big pile of crap. We'll yeah, move that here. Then I'll finish tearing this stuff out. As long as I stand here to craft. I'll put the fire here, the wood source, crafting table back behind me, put the bed over here in a corner or over here either. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, it'll work just fine. We got plenty of space. Workbench needed, yeah, small sheet metal. That gives me all I need for that. Alright, brazier, firewood source. Get us a home wrecker real quick. Alright, more raw materials, frees up the space behind me. Let's do the... how am I going to do the bed? I don't need to be too far away. We can still craft from here. Oh, too dark. Rust nipped. It's too cold in here. Hey there, Engriff. Welcome. Alright, so we got our bed down. Now give me the pillow and a blanket. No blankets? Alright, let's go grab a blanket. Internal chronometer. Thanks for the quick tip vids. Just watch them all. Quick question, is there any way to make it so numpad selects items like it used to instead of having to use the arrow keys? I wasn't aware that there was a problem there. As soon as I finish making this workbench, I'll try to reproduce it and let you know. I think I'm so used to using the arrow keys, I might not have noticed that it's an issue. Didn't this thing just say an hour to build this workbench? How long has it been? It feels like it's been a lot more than an hour. It's not a valid weapon. Well, thanks. That I knew. Activate. Oh, never mind. Place workbench. Yeah, right behind me is fine. It's funny that I can't see it. That's a little irritating. Guess we'll use map memory to remember it's there. Okay, so we got a bed with a pillow and blanket, so that's great. We're gonna have a temperature problem though. I need to get something that's got a little bit of coverage and a little bit of warmth on some body parts. All I need is about 5 points on a few body parts, so hopefully there's something that'll fit my coverage requirement of 30 or less that we can warm up with. Otherwise, that's going to be an ongoing problem. That's just enough to give me the chilly, cold slowdowns right here. So my speed sucks right now because of all of this chilly stuff causing slowdown problems. -2, -2, -2, -2, etc. Lots of -2s all adding up to a severe negative. So that's a problem. You get used to the loot screen. That's nothing you can do much about. Well, actually, I'm trying to remember. I don't think... I know it doesn't have an option in here. Did they add one in here? I got used to it and I don't really care anymore. Not sidebar position. Maybe sidebar position is what I was thinking of. Yeah, I don't think so. That one you just have to kind of get used to with the interface change. Alright, get something to eat real quick. Get a fire going. Craft up some free and easy clean water. Let's just do a batch of 20. Now that we've got the workbench up. Still getting a pretty hefty slowdown. Let's see. Alright, so workbench is up, fire is up, bed is ready to go. Pretty much the last prep thing is just getting the temperature stuff figured out. While the fire is going, it's not a problem. Long term, I definitely don't want that to be necessary. I just want to be able to read and craft with the normal light, not worry about a fire. So I am going to have to pay some attention to something I can put on body parts that is not high coverage, but gives me a little tiny bit of warmth. I'm not sure what choices there are. Things are mostly pretty high coverage values. I'm not sure any of them count as being valid for my use. Leather sandals provide no warmth. No warmth. Yeah, everything with a warmth factor has got too high of a coverage factor. So I think I'm going to have a problem. I hadn't considered that when we moved down here. Oh, bikini bottom! Coverage 15, 5 warmth. So I can get a little bit more on my my legs. That's one body part taken care of. Hands, I don't think I'm going to have any luck. Yeah, not going to have any luck with hands. Nothing currently on the list for, for arms. There's 5. Oh, I can wear a bra. Chest wrap, 25% coverage, warmth 5. So torso and legs was the other one. Noise canceling headgear. That's a possibility, I guess. Nothing currently on the list. Something I might be able to fudge. Or not. It's all looking like 40% or higher. Yep. So noise canceling headgear I can wear for 5 warmth. But yeah, it's looking kind of ugly. So we step away from there again. Torso is already warm enough, so that didn't help. And legs was already warm enough. So I didn't get any of the parts that I actually needed. I need something on my hands. Mouth and arms. Alright, we'll investigate that another time. Yeah, I set myself at the beginning of the challenge a made-up limit as part of the theme. He's a naked guy. He's dedicated to nakedness, so he's not allowed to wear anything with greater than 30% coverage. I made one exception for arm and leg guards because it's part of his martial arts style, but nothing else. So we're trying to find ways around certain problems. We're also a hoarder, which is the most irritating skill I've taken in a while. I'm finding it more irritating than chemical imbalance and some of the other ones. It's a pretty irritating trait, just for the interface mechanical juggling you have to do. The trait itself, I think, is great, but there are certain things that it forces you into that is really weird and is really annoying. But yeah, so we have an artificial limit because we're to the Naked and Unafraid challenge, and trying to work around that 30% or less only coverage values is proving pesky. It's interesting, but we got ways around it, so I'm gonna keep it up. Worst case, I just keep a fire going permanently. We just keep feeding planks in. And the speed slowdown doesn't affect me all that much as long as I'm not fighting, so I'm not too concerned as long as I'm not taking hit point damage, basically, or constant pain. But, yeah. So right now, if you notice my volume is 10 out of 31, that's going to cause minus 70 to my morale. I'm surprised I've been able to craft, honestly. I can't imagine how I'm able to craft currently. Is it 50 that you can't do anything at? Am I just barely over the minimum? Or is it this after I did all the crafting? But I don't mind that kind of juggling. It's the reading thing that really drives me up the wall. So, however. We're pretty well established now, though. We got our crafting table up, so we can get full advantage there, and I don't have to deal with the extra menus. We've got our bed, we've got light, we've got infinite water. We've got a potential problem with further mushroom spread. That's... I just... There's nothing I can do about it. Short of setting it on fire every instant I see it and hoping I don't get infected. We haven't explored all that much of this first level of the lab. So we've only hit a few of the neighboring rooms, really. We don't know how big it is, we don't know how deep it is yet. So that'll come next. I got a few more infrastructure things I'll probably want to do before we get moving. And we've got a ton of books. So, this kind of thing. While I have space available, I get this what's the point of studying problem. Then if I get rid of available space and try to read to get this list, then I have not enough space to pick up the book. So just getting this reading screen to appear, I'm constantly having to juggle items and inventory back and forth just to be able to see this list. I hate that. I hate it. It's just interface bungling to appease the esoteric rules of one trait. And it's maddening to me. But we're struggling through it still. Tired. Gonna sleep soon. I definitely have to put bandages and disinfectant on again. 2 body parts at least. And we'll do makeshift for the rest. Alright. I think I'm going to call things to a halt right here. We're 7.5 hours, a little over 7.5 hours in. Anything else I do is going to take me a while. I'm getting a little tired, so we're going to wrap up 20 minutes early this evening and call it good. So, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Really appreciate the ongoing support, especially while we're doing this partner push. Here in about half an hour, I hope to know whether or not we made it to the partner status. We're super, super close, so this stream should push us over the limit. I'll know a little bit later. So, I do have on Sunday a scheduled channel update over on YouTube. It'll be my first ever channel update. And following that is a new player tutorial stream. So as soon as I finish up the channel update business, I'll be launching directly into a new player tutorial. So feel free to stop by. It starts at 3 o'clock Central US, and I'm not 100% sure when the tutorial part will start. Because I've never done an update on the channel before. I don't know how much people are going to want to chit-chat with me. So as soon as we get through that, though, we'll start up the tutorial side. And especially new players. It's geared to new players. So all you old Cataclysm experts and grognards, please do not show up asking me how site dispersion works and whether you want higher or lower. And all the other crazy questions you're probably going to have eventually that I may or may not be able to answer. I want this one to focus on new player questions initially. After they're done, then you guys can have at me. But every single month on the last Sunday of the month, I'll be doing this. So if you know new players joining the game, feel free to recommend they visit on that particular live stream. And they can ask questions. I'll have Cataclysm open, and I'll be doing live tutorial demonstrations. So if somebody's curious about how to do a night raid, I'll jump in game, make it night, and go raid a town, show you how it's done, explain game mechanics, all that stuff. So it's your opportunity to get answers directly to your questions. So make sure you show up and ask away. And as long as there's ongoing interest in it, I'll keep it up on the last Sunday of each month. So... Central, where are you from? I'm from all over the place. I'm actually a military brat, so I traveled all over the place. Currently living in the central U.S. I haven't really specified exactly where I'm at. May or may not do it at some point, but central U.S. is where I'm at. Yeah, so thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going to go take a break and stretch the legs, kick the dog, all that good stuff. So hope to see you on Monday when we continue the Cataclysm stuff, and or Sunday if you visit for the channel updates and live stream stuff. Yeah, so have a great evening.